You are merging onto the highway, and for 1 second, you check your mirror. That glance is not nothing. Part of your brain is watching the car right beside you. Part of it is holding the whole road in your head, the exit ahead, the truck slowing down, where this drive is actually going. You have done this 1,000 times without thinking about it. But strip away the wheel and the asphalt, and what you just did has a name in game design. Developers call it macro and micro. Once you notice it, you cannot stop noticing it, because it might not just be steering your car. Think about a game with map vision, something like League of Legends. There is a small square in the corner of the screen, and the moment you stop checking it, someone appears out of the fog and ends your run. That square looks a lot like a side mirror, does it not? Good players check it constantly, almost without deciding to. Bad players stare at the fight in front of them, convinced it is the only thing that matters until they look up and it is already too late. Now think about your week. Your inbox is the fight in front of you, loud and immediate. Your actual direction, the slow thing that shapes where you are in 5 years, sits quietly in the corner, never pinging you. You do not lose a career in one dramatic moment. You lose it the way players lose the map, one missed glance at a time until you look up and everything has changed. Every character in games like this has cooldowns, a timer before your best move is ready again. Skilled players plan around that number. They do not throw their strongest move at the smallest target. Sound familiar? You only get a few hours a day, where your focus is actually sharp. Spend that window on something forgettable, and you have used your best ability on a target that did not deserve it. There is a particular frustration every strategy player knows. You are building your economy, expanding outward, and a small skirmish pulls you in for 4 minutes. You look up, and your opponent has built 2 more bases. Sid Meier once described a game as a series of interesting choices, and every choice to zoom in costs you something in the zoom out. Does that 4-minute skirmish remind you of anything? Maybe an inbox, maybe a scroll. Picture your bank account like the resource system in a game such as Starcraft. Spend everything the moment you earn it, and nothing ever compounds. You stay reactive, one setback from collapse. Players who win let some resources sit untouched, invested towards something that pays out later instead of something that feels good right now. The game did not invent that lesson. It just makes it impossible to ignore, because ignoring it loses the match in 20 minutes instead of 20 years. Notice something about the calmest players in any competitive game. They rarely have the fastest hands. They are the ones who seem to know the whole map while still handling the fight in front of them. The same quiet habit a good cook has, sliding attention between the pan that will burn in 90 seconds and the pot that just needs a glance, not staring at either, managing both on purpose. And notice the opposite too, a driver so locked onto the car, merging ahead that they forget what is happening behind them. It feels like focus. It is actually a collapse. The same collapse as a player chasing one more kill while 3 enemies quietly take their base apart. The thing you stopped watching does not pause and wait for you to look back. So here is the part worth sitting with. Somewhere in your day, right now, there is a small square in the corner of your own screen. A goal you have not checked in weeks. A person you have gone quiet with. A skill that keeps losing to whatever arrived first in your inbox. None of it is flashing red. That is exactly why it is easy to forget. Maybe that is the real reason these games hold your attention so well. Not the graphics, not the competition. Somewhere underneath all of it, you already know this system. You have been running it your whole life, in traffic, in your budget, in the choice between what is loud and what actually matters. The game just finally showed it to you in a way you could see. So the next time you check your mirror on the highway, notice what you are actually doing. And ask yourself the only question that ever really mattered in the game or outside of it. Are you watching the whole map? Or just the fight in front of you?